What's up, guys? We got a Week 9 battle here in SPL 7, and McMeghan's team is out, but Fakes' team, the Cryos, is clawing their way in. Trying to claw their way in. So, with me today, I have special guest ADV Expert Triangle. Say hello.
Hi, everyone.
So, we got the lead matchup, Gengar versus Metagross, and this could go a lot of ways, but, how do you think both players should respond here? I mean, it depends on Metagross' set, but... Oh, he's got M-Dragon nicknames, too, so... Gengar definitely switches out of that, because possibility of Lum if he goes for status, and Psychic Okos, and plus they're inaccurate, and CB Mash just kills it. So, Coon risks getting blown up on early on, but I don't think that's band damage, do you? I think that would do a little more.
That could be like a defensive Suicune as well.
It's less likely with the Sleep Talk kill, but maybe. Let me calc. CB Gross versus the bulkiest Suicune out there is doing 22 to 25, so that's very possible. And here comes Cacturn. Oh boy, it's not in sand, so I think that the only reason he would do that is because he is banded and he saw how little the Coon took from Mash. So he knows that it's Mono Surf and it's safe to send Cacturn in. And that's exactly what we see as he lands a leech on it, much like a Celebi might, but now he can sub and wait for it to fuck up and then hit it hard with like Needle Arm. Although, what do you think the best choice of moves for Subseed Cacturn is?
Well, Callus used to run 2 attacks, but I think Spikes is pretty good too.
Right. And if you had to pick one attack, which one? Fan Attack or Needle Arm?
Well, you wouldn't be using Fan Attack, you'd be using HP Dark.
Right, yeah, it's stronger. But, which one of those? Because I think HP Dark, because you kind of mess with Swampert anyway, and you kind of want to be able to actually hit Celebi. Plus, it hits,
yeah,
like,
exactly. Your Rust have been doing that much.
Yeah. Now, if you have both, then that's pretty good. So here comes Metagross on the sub. Maybe he doesn't have sub because he just fires off another Leech Seed, and I think, unless he feared Roar or something, which, I don't know, I don't think you use Leech Seed if you see another Roar, but no, he is Sub-Seed, as Fakes reveals HP Fire, trying not to miss Meteor Mash against a Sleeping Poke. So, now what McMeghan is going to do, I think, is sub a couple times, and it'll take a while before Metagross is worn down enough. And Metagross is another reason why you would want Needle Arm, or not Needle Arm, but HP Dark as your stab. But he's getting a lot of HP back from leftovers because Cacturn is pretty frail. So he can either go to his Metagross, which doesn't care much about HP Fire, or what else could we be seeing? Like the obligatory bulky water of choice. Swampert is less likely, do you think, because he's got Metagross for the rock resist?
I don't know. I think you could have put. Oh, I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that boom.
Unless he's got Doug Trio. Yep, there's Doug. Well, like, it's good for getting rid of Cacturn, which is great for Suicune, but McMeghan's still got tools, like mainly Metagross Boom, and stuff we probably haven't seen, like if he's got Spike Scarm, then that can phase up, rack up a bunch of hazard damage by phasing. And there's Tar to put pressure on it, so I don't know. And losing Metagross is just so big when, you know, Arrow is in the picture. And
yeah,
your other Poke's a Coon.
I'll put money on Fakes not having another rock resist.
Yeah, definitely. And Tar is in. Tar is obligatory when it comes to Cacturn, because you gotta get that Sandveil going. And Metagross Suicune teams tend to have problems with DD Tar. Now, Doug Trio kind of helps with that, but it's kind of locked into HP Bug right now, so he's got to switch. Now, Jolly DD Tar has been getting a lot more popular recently, and this is not a Jolly DD Tar, and he explodes, and there goes T-Tar, so unless it's not Endure Salic, so you think McMeghan should have switched out there?
I don't know. Like, I don't think staying in is horrible, but like, I mean, I don't know how that trade is. You see, because he knows what he's
Uh-oh.
doing. He's got error there, so.
And Gengar out of the picture is one, an EQ resist gone, and two, a double edge. Well, immunes to double edge and earthquake, so that's not bad at all. I like his team. It's sort of like Cacturn, where you would put a Celebi to, threaten the waters and maybe get a Spike down, but, if not, then it's not the biggest deal in the world. And you can heal your guys up with Leech Seed, so it's cool stuff. I'm just assuming the last two are, your general Suicune filler guys, like Zapdos or whatever. So
I want to say that McMeghan might have like a Maggie in there.
that's very possible, yeah. Snorlax, do you think ow. Unless that's Counterlax, which is very possible, and I think McMeghan should be cautious, seeing how important this arrow is, and go to Metagross perhaps, because getting Metagross or arrow countered for nothing, I think, would be a giant waste. I don't think he's countered, but he loses almost nothing by going to Gross, so.
Yeah, McMeghan should go Gross 100% here.
And I remember a M-Dragon team that had, I think, these pokes, and I think it was Raikou last.
Yeah, it is Coup last.
So, and it was Bulky-kun, and I think it was Curse Boom Snorlax to remove Celebi. Well, I mean, he's got Dark Trio, but he can't do all the things alone, and there's Porygon 2 as always. So, what do you think Fake's move is here?
Okay, so Meta comes in and he blows
Ooh.
up crits.
Well, I guess that,
Something.
well, it kind of matters, because he would have killed it with Doug, and then that's another free arrow switch. Now, if he is Bulky-kun, then barring flinches, which he doesn't have as many opportunities to go for, because Suicune has pressure and rest, then Fakes might not actually be in that bad a spot.
Yeah, Bulky-kun is in like a pretty decent position. Like, I mean, I'm thinking McMeghan's got Matic, which Fakes can obviously trap with Dog. And like, it depends what McMeghan's last is, really.
So, we got Kun at 82. That can definitely switch in and rest up once. Here comes Arrow. There's Kun to chase it out. He can play the safe route of resting up, because Surf won't kill, and generally Arrow has a habit of being alive until it gets O-code. Like, if it's taking a hit, then it's generally cleaving through the rest of the team, because it's something like a Suicune or Milotic Surf that it tanks while continuing to spam Rock Slide or Double Edge. So, I think Fakes just goes for the rest. He plays it safe.
Yeah, I think you should do that too.
Because if he surfs, then he's accomplished nothing. If we are to assume that Ku is last, and Surf doing damage is just nothing. He's better off trying to drain it from health. And he's only got... What? How much PP does Rock Slide even have? 8. Because he's 16 total. Oh, I do not agree with that at all. I think, depending on the role, he might just outright die to another. I mean, it's like... Oh, there's Pert. So...
Yes. McMeghan might have Raw.
I guess it would make sense, because it's always good to have a phaser. And Roar Pert, when I used it, had a habit of bailing me out in, like, situations I never would have expected. Like, stopping Jolteon from passing subs and shit. But, like, I just don't see it there. I know he's got spikes, which might make it more common, but I think his team is annoyed by Pursuit Tar to the extent that... oh, wow. I didn't expect that. And that gets surfed. And Pro-kun is an animal. Not sure what he's expecting there. Like, this is just... I don't agree with the Calm Mind, and as we saw, it was completely unnecessary. Okay, Sub-Salic. Now, that can definitely be a danger. But what Fakes can do is just not let him sub down. Maybe what he should have done was Ice Beam to begin with and hope that he Sleep Talked the Surf, which would have done a lot of damage and allowed him to sub. Oh, he can spam sub. And good move, not Ice Beaming, which doesn't let him sleep, which means he can go for the freeze on whatever turn. this is going to get really, really gay for the next couple turns. But I like that we're seeing... Have there been any other Crocoons other than your week whatever game against McMeghan?
I think Fakes has a better play than what he's doing right now.
Say it again?
I think Fakes has a better play than what he's doing right now. Like, he should, like, I don't know. I think Fakes is doing his thing. I think he's actually right here. Yeah, he's not got a better play in mind. Not bad.
Rest here for sure.
Yeah.
The great thing about Crocoon, as you're seeing here, is that it just, like, it drains you of your PP so fast. For example, it's not showing up on the ADV, on the PP counter for Showdown, but that Swampert has 8 Ice Beams total. And like earlier, Aerodactyl had 8 Rock Slides total. So it's definitely potent. And I think this is only the second Crocoon we've seen on SPL, but it might be the only Sleep Talker that's at all consistently viable. Like, with any consistency at all, with the new mechanics.
Yeah, because the difference between Crocoon and other Sleep Talkers is, like, these other Sleep Talkers, like your Zapdos, your Regice, or whatever, they're sort of like pivoting, switching around and that, but Crocoon just gets in, stays in.
Right.
And, like, Sleep Talker's fine if you're not switching or anything.
Uh-oh. So, the odds of freezing in 1 in 16 Ice Beams is like 81.25 or something. And the only reason I know that is because Lavos did it for the odds of Swampert beating Celebi once. And that is cut in half with pressure eating away. So, and he's already gone through 4 of those. So, he's smartly spamming sub, waiting until it's woken up, and I don't think he's going to get PP stalled to the point where he can't sub down to Endeavor range. And there's Coon just going for Calm Mind until... So, McMeghan gets 2 chances to freeze him before he rests, because it doesn't look like Fakes is going to spam rest waiting for McMeghan to attack him. So, I think he should just spam rest. It's not like he's in short supply. So, there's another, and Pert is now 6 down. Or, no, 8 down. He's halfway out. No, he's going to Arrow. He's going to try to... I think I'm doing my math wrong. Nope, he's halfway out. So he goes to Arrow. He tries to bait it into Sleep Talking Surf, but that just outright kills it. It was a good thought, but maybe he could have done it a little earlier. So now he's going to try to Rock Slide Hero mode, but that's just not going to happen. And Fakes is going to win with Crocoon, not revealing the Raikou last. So I like seeing Crocoon put in work. I thought it was great before the mechanics, and while I'm a little hesitant now, then I still like it. So any closing thoughts about this one?
I think there was a time where I think McMeghan should have just slided, because I don't think the Whiskers was ever going to really do anything against Fakes' Coon.
Right. Do you mean the turn where he switched out to Swampert for the first time instead of going for a flinch? Yeah, I thought that was a little weird too.
I think he should just gone for the flinch. That was his win point, really.
Yeah, and perhaps trying to bait him into Sleep Talking Surf earlier, but those Sleep Talking Surfs are part of what make Crocoon so dangerous, or what made it so dangerous in the past. Like, you try to phase it out with Scarm, and you get hit with a +1 Surf, and you're on a timer. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed all that. Thanks to Triangles for being here. And, any last words?
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Nice to commentate.
And we will probably bring you Dexa versus what's-his-face, Smurf, when that happens, so stay tuned.